What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to the C4gamingForum. It's been a little bit, but not too long. You got that feature with that Mario. Mario's pretty cold. Today we playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the Wii U. Show it out a little taste just in case you're curious. Also want to talk about, a couple of things. A lot of guys on YouTube and running their mouth talking about the attach rates for some of these games that have come out lately, and basically get mad at the consumers or Nintendo fans for not buying a bunch of crap. Now, me personally, I don't really care because I ain't make your money. I didn't give you your money, so you can buy whatever the hell you want to buy. And don't nobody else have a right to tell you what you should and should not buy. If you don't like Call of Duty Black Ops, then don't waste $60 on Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the Wii U. If you like Mario, then buy Mario. That's your money. Don't let nobody else tell you how to spend your own freaking money. That's stupid. And as a freaking gaming enthusiast and a gaming blogger or a gaming journalist, whatever you want to call me, the only job is to show people what they could be getting or what they're not. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Your job is not to tell them, hey, you have to spend money on this game. If you don't like it, oh well. You know what I mean? It's a system. If you only have one game, I mean, that'll kind of suck. You ain't got to play with everybody else. That's why it's a bunch of games for everybody. So get what you want. Stop worrying about what these other dudes tell you on freaking YouTube and on game trailers and everywhere else. Play what you want to play, man. Have fun. It's your system. At the end of the day, if you ain't having fun, then who cares what you got? And then freaking these developers cannot get mad at Wii U owners when they put out crap.
That's that right.
You can't get mad. You can't expect me to go out and give you $60 for Mass Effect 3 on the freaking Wii U, and then a month later you putting out the whole trilogy on the Xbox 360 and PS3 and think I'm gonna give you $60. It don't work that way. You ain't stupid. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even announced that you're gonna give us the other two games. Just give us $60. Then you wanna get mad when your game don't sell 100-something thousand, don't sell 1 million out of a 3.5 million install base. I don't know what you expecting to sell. I don't even know if we hit 4 million we use yet. But I mean, you're not finna. Your games ain't finna go platinum. I'm sorry for you unless you got just some damn right hits. Everybody ain't finna be playing your game. It don't work that way.
At all.
Alien Clone Marines. Garbage. And I think the Wii U version of the game is still coming out.
Yeah.
Instead of them keeping it and fixing it, making it worth something, they gonna put it out and then when don't nobody buy it, they gonna blame Nintendo fans.
No, it's the developer.
I mean, it's crazy. You being lazy.
Enthusing me to buy it.
You know what I'm saying? Batman Arkham City. If they'd have put Batman Arkham City and Arkham Asylum on the same disc for about $40-something, I'd have got it. I'd have got it just for Arkham Asylum because I can't really stand Arkham City. But I'm not going to give you $60 for Arkham City when I think it's trash. And then I just bought that game at Toys R Us for $10 on PC. No, you're not going to get $60 for it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You can't expect gamers to sit there and shell out money like that, man. Them games ain't cheap. And you got dudes talking about, well, the Wii U don't have no third-party support. Clearly, they have not gone to no Walmart. They have not gone to a GameStop. They have not gone to a Target. They ain't even went to Sam's and looked at their shelves. Because there's other games up there besides Mario and Nintendo Land. There's more games. It's not just 2 games on the system. There's some third-party support there. Now, it may not be the third-party support that you want, or it may not be a multi-plat, but don't act like they ain't getting no support. Like it ain't no third parties on the system whatsoever. That's just stupid, man. Come on. Kinda good game. This game right here, I believe, ain't made by Nintendo, is it? I thought Activision made that.
Yeah,
Activision does make Call of Duty, am I right? Ain't that a third party company? Or has Activision transcended the purse? Arkham City. Warner Brothers. Scribble Knots.
So they was promoting Arkham City more than anything in E3.
Freaking Zombie U. Zombie U, an awesome game. These dudes so used to getting spoon fed and playing Duty all day where you can just run a gun. Don't know how to survive a freaking horror game. Get mad.
They want Resident Evil, but it's too easy for them.
Which ain't even the same no more. But these Resident Evil coming back out with Revelations, re-releasing the 3DS version of the game. But at the end of the day, like I said, this video is basically just to let you know that, man, you can play whatever the heck you want to play. Okay, that's the whole point. And with a system like the Wii U, with you being able to play whatever the heck you want to play, however the heck you want to play, that's awesome. I mean, you can sit there and play Call of Duty like my friend's playing right now with the freaking gamepad, watching the TV. You can turn the TV off and still play on the gamepad.
Doggone right.
You can turn the TV off, have the gamepad sitting in front of you, play with the Wii U Pro Controller. Or you can play like me in front of the TV with the Wiimote. Or the Classic.
Everybody got their own screen.
Everybody can play and be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can play at 100%. So there's no reason for the hate whatsoever. I don't know what the deal is. Half of them, and the real fun thing to me is most of the dudes that hate on the Wii U right now don't even have one. You don't even have the system, but you're flapping your gums. Talking about, and I ain't selling. It done sold way better than what the PS3 and the 360 sold when they first came out. Their first one. 100-something thousand.
Xbox have out.
800,000. I don't know how many they got out right now. Hello? Hey, you messing up a video. I'm filming a video right now. What? We gotta make a video. Thank you. You just want your break? Okay, I'll bring you back one through. Oh, so you called me to tell in your break anyway. Now so you want me to stop what I'm doing? Well, you could have called me, probably 20-something minutes ago, before I started my video. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles, man. When you put me as plan B or plan C, that's what happens. Bye-bye. This food just, mistakes were made. Daggone right. Mistakes were most definitely made right there. Fine, nigga, kick your dog tags into you. But I don't know, man. Like I say, right now, considering that this console just came out, it ain't got nowhere to go but up, and it's already pretty good. I mean, the Miiverse is awesome, and as far as game sales go, that there is probably going to be more important to your game sales than anything else, because going on the Miiverse and being able to talk to somebody about a game that you ain't never played and was curious about, and they sit there and tell you, man, this game is awesome. They can show you a screenshot of what's going on. You're getting the truth from somebody that played the game. That's gonna sell your game 10 times better than your free commercials and stuff gonna do, man.
I do have a question though. How many Xbox, including me, how many Xbox owners have went through about 3 or 4 Xboxes?
Probably all of
Same
them.
thing with PlayStation.
I'm pretty sure ain't nobody got their original Xbox except for the person that ain't never played it. Everybody I know has either a Slim now or they have the second model of the white ones with the 60 gig hard drive and stuff like that. Ain't nobody got no original one.
No, they don't.
Them overheated death things. That's what tripped me out too with these overinflated numbers. 50 and 67 million, you know what I'm saying? Xbox 360s and PS3s, but you ain't got but 12 million niggas online and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That ain't adding up to you. That don't make no sense.
And clearly the Wii U is at half of it already.
That's crazy. this has just been a little video to say, play whatever the heck you want to play. Spend your money how you want to spend it. Quit letting these freaking grown men try to bully you into getting crap that they don't even have to play themselves. Because clearly if they had games to play, they would be making videos every freaking day, 15 times a day, talking about stop playing your Wii U. Sound like they need to get one, maybe they'll be able to shut up. Your boy C4 Platinum, special guest, Piping Hot Jackal on Xbox 360 and PS3. And now, Dark Jackal on the Wii U.
Yeah, baby. Dark
Jackal. That's a first round draft pick in my book, baby. We coming after you next. Who else I need to get on there? I need to get Joe Dollar Sign on that Wii U. Oh, that'll be a nice little draft pick right there if I get him. I need to get Drum Monkey 187 on that Wii U.
Shinakuma.
Yeah, oh, we getting Shinakuma on there. I'm already talking to him. We gonna get Shinakuma now. He just need a package deal. That's all. We just need the right game to entice him. And who else we need to get? We need to get Broken Hungry.
Broken Hungry, and also Hungry Wolf, Lurking Bear.
Oh, we get Lurking Bear. All we gotta say to Lurking Bear is Monster Hunter Try, featuring Crimson Curry Pecco. You know he gonna be ready for that beef. He gonna be ready for that, son. But yeah, man, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Any requests, any other games you wanna check out, let us know. We're gonna be putting up some more videos, man, showcasing this Wii U off, because it deserves to be showcased. It's an awesome tail system. And Activision, I appreciate the update for letting us use the home button and stuff during online play. But you need to fix the fact that when you press the home button and you come back, it kicks you back out the server. Keeps you out the server. You got to go back on again. But I appreciate the effort. And oh yeah, I just want to say a quick shout out to the guys over at Criterion Games, because that Need for Speed Most Wanted U looks awesome. I appreciate you guys using the PC textures for that game and not the weak console versions.
And it runs like a dream. And
actually putting some effort into the game and making sure that it runs right and looks good and gets treated like the next gen console that it is. Not just a weak tail port.
As always.
That wasn't optimized. So thank you very much, and you most definitely will be receiving my money for that game. Oh, and Nintendo, you keep making these press conferences and these Nintendo Directs and stuff, showing off all these games. Yoshi's Yarn, I want that. Mario, I want that. You said that's going to be out by the end of the year. Of course, I'm going to get it. Mario Kart, most definitely I'm going to be taking that piece to the promised land every chance I get. The new Xenoblade game, which is just looking like it's going to transcend gaming altogether.
That's going to be a killer right there.
So the only thing I have to say to you, Nintendo, is just shut up and take my money.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just shut up and take my money and get that over with, because I don't know what you're waiting on. Just go on, shut up. Just stop talking. Just give me the game. Oh, and to the Ubisoft devs, canceling Rayman was stupid. Completely stupid. But at least thank you for trying to make amends with the Wii U audience by giving us this free online challenge mode that we can play until the game comes out.
Until the game comes out, yeah.
I appreciate that. Now, I still think it sucks, and I really think that Rayman Legends could have made a killing this month with no competition.
So many people was gonna buy a Wii U just to get Rayman Legends.
It's in the freaking demo. It's in the demo kiosk there where you go. Number Rayman freaking Legends. That's the only game you can play. They ain't even put Mario in that mother. That's crazy. Push that game like that, you done pushed it back.
All because somebody paid y'all off.
But keep it up. Oh, and to those who have not hadn't tried Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on the Wii U, you most definitely need to pick that game up and try it for yourself, because that is not the same game whatsoever. It is freaking awesome. It is beautiful violence, and I'm going to show you that later on in my next video. So get ready for it, because the game is freaking awesome, man. I just can't say nothing else about it. It feels so good having Ryu Hayabusa back on a Nintendo console. You just have no idea. He came back in full form for it. He ain't half-step with it. He boosted up, nigga. I like it. And then freaking Tecmo and them, Team Ninja have just been so awesome with their DLC. Just, I mean, ridiculous amounts of costumes, extra challenge master stuff. We
Extra
getting another,
characters.
yeah, you know what I'm saying, extra characters. Kasumi just looking awesome on there. Fight like a dream. Ayane so cold on there. And then at the end of this month, we get another 25 new challenge maps and 4 more costumes for everybody for free. You can't beat that. But appreciate you for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. And don't forget, tell your friends about me.